Okay, so we're back. Well, last week we definitely learned of a little bit of research as well as a little bit of what people feel when they're lost and confused. So it's not only about providing clarity for people so that that clarity allows them to be more successful, but on the flip side, if we are not doing something that we enjoy, if we're not doing something that we care about, if we're not doing something that actually sings to us, guess what? Sooner or later, our performance is going to reflect those feelings. And it's not going to be the best performance that we can give. And we wonder sometimes, and I'm not saying that this is the case in every case, but we wonder sometimes when we get to our 40s or 50s, and all of a sudden, other people don't think that we are as productive as we should be. And we feel that we're giving it our all. But truly, if we're not engaged 100% and loving what we do 100%, guess what? That takes a toll on us. So sooner or later, although we may be giving the best that we have to give, it may not be enough. And we may not see the downturn on our performance, but others certainly can. So, yet another great reason why we should seek to achieve better clarity at any point in our life, and with clarity, understand where our direction lies and create a plan to get us there. But for the sake of our children, of the young adults coming up, imagine this. If we could build a society with everybody doing what they're best at doing, and everybody would be immensely happy because they enjoy what they do so much every single day that the positivity associated with those feelings just permeates everything they do. Not only would we be living in a much happier society, but we would actually achieve the possibility of a society that's even more successful than ours currently is. So, in facing this last recession, one of the topics and the ideas that just kept circulating in my mind was, it seems by statistics that our performance level as a country is going down. And I can't help but wonder if the problem is that we are not educated to understand ourselves and to figure out what is the best path, the best career choice, the best profession to choose so that our output is reflective of how much we love what we do. And don't get me wrong, I think that we have a very good, strong, and solid educational system. When you look at subject matter, what we're teaching our kids is quite something. It really is. How we teach it to them and how we ensure that they learn it, because it's not about getting a grade, it really is about learning the material, is a different story. But the formula that we have followed is, contrary to what some may believe, it is not a formula to help our children. The formula that we follow, which is as simple as this: we take people, we teach and we train people with knowledge, and the idea is to do it the best that can be done, so that when that person comes to that age, that person is the best prepared possible to acquire the best opportunity available at the time. Very simple formula, right? People are trained to then be prepared for a job. Done. So what's wrong with this formula? Well, two things. Number one, it's educating people based on the needs of a job market. That's point number one. And I know that this can be highly debatable, and I would be willing to address any questions and any points of contention that any of you would like to engage with me in a healthy and respectful conversation about the matter. And the second point is that the process is not focusing on the children. It is not, it has absolutely no component other than trying to tell kids that they should be aware of what they like. But it doesn't really go much further than that, right? And even when our kids start looking into a direction of what they like, which may very well be what they really want to do, what they're so passionate about, that could actually deliver for them a most amazing life. If we as adults feel that it's not a good choice, we usually make our kids stay away from that choice and go for something more conventional, something more tried and proven as a career that would give a relatively comfortable life. So, my point in this whole scheme is, what if we were to add to that formula the component of the kid or the child or the young adult? Depends on the age, obviously. What if we were looking first and foremost at him or her? What is truly what they're passionate about, and help them figure that out. And there's a huge difference between liking something and being passionate about something. And then once that is figured out, continue the training, right? As it is with anything that needs complementing our current educational system to provide for the development of that which they're so passionate about. And then also teach them by creating almost like a life plan, a timeline of things that they should go after, goals that they should pursue so that they can reach at the end of the line the main goal that they really want to achieve. Now imagine if they were poised for understanding what the best opportunities are and how to go after them, and even more importantly so, get them, and even more importantly so, how to make the most out of them. How successful would that make someone? And with that said, I'll leave you with some words from Steve Jobs himself, where he equates success and it describes success as being directly proportional to how much you love what you do. Because, why? Because when you go after what you love so much, not only are you willing to take risks more readily, but you can take more informed risks, so the results that you may be able to achieve can be a lot better. And look at between now and next week. Yes, there's still got to be a few additional videos on this subject. But between now and next week, take a look at someone that has achieved greatness in life. Anyone. And I want you to focus on what drives that person. Is it exclusively money? Or is it truly a passion for what they do? And I guarantee you that most often than not, in the highest percentage possible, the people that make the most successful lives out of their own life is the people that love and are impassioned about what they do without a shadow of a doubt. So until next week, if you care to think of it that way, you got homework. And if this topic is resonating with you, keep on visiting us, because we will keep expanding on this. And if it doesn't, but you know someone who this would actually resonate with, please pass this forward and do someone that you care about the favor of listening to this so that they can open up to their own possibilities as well. Remember, this is my purpose in life. This is my why. And I intend to help anyone and everyone that wants to get out of the status quo and get out of that confusion and that rut and actually be able to do something amazing with their own lives. So I look forward to seeing you again next week. Until then, make this week the most amazing one yet, shall we? See you next week.